the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out. You gotta pay money next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blow the whole budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever said. I'm going TM 101 cheesy and plus they got D2 on repeat. She want the love of my life in like 3 years. That's all I need. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated. I've broken the system. Had to breach it. That's mission impossible. Mission completed. Salute when you see me. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me. I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up. Squeaky. She fell in love. Deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say. They repeat me. Yeah. Look. All this money I be spending on me. That's why you gotta salute.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Washington football team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Second and goal from the 1. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll run with Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain there on 3rd and long. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Strebler. He'll get that one to Carter complete. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now Strebler. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a fourth-down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Burrow on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. We're scoreless after one. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll find Moreau here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. Touchdown, Raiders! Foster Moreau, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one. And they need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Strebler to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Reyes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Strebler. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the knee tackle.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Strebler. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send them backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the 1st half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Strebler. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun is Strebler. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Play action. It's Burrow. Catch made. It's Moreau. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow looking to pass. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there for the Raiders.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Three yards remain for second down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Jacobs now. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Robert Foster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Strebler to throw.
Flushed out right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Burrow on play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. They've got his man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for Vegas. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Here we go. From the 17, Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And able to complete it to Moreau. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive. The Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Washington on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They'll go. Strebler. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the
now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The Raiders on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Carter. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
On 1st down, it's Strebler. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there. A tackle made by K.J. Wright.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Strebler. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Las Vegas, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they